Hello, welcome or welcome back, depending on whether you saw the first part or not. I do recommend watching the first part. With that out of the way, do enjoy. Alright, so the next question. What makes you, like, not stop when you feel like the worst? What keeps you going? You're like, I gotta do this. Especially Maho, since you've been going at it for 3 years.
That's a tough question.
Too tough? Too tough?
No,
Sorry.
not too tough.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Disclaimer: I suffer from depression. I have a lot of days where I think like, why do I get out of bed?
I will
but,
calculate the time and add a time skip if like you want to skip any talks about depression. Just I'll add the time skip.
Okay, so this depression disclaimer: depression is not nice. Feeling awful is not nice, and having sometimes weeks where you question yourself why you even like getting out of bed and why you should do anything is not great for this type of work. But streaming has a couple of things. First of all, I can literally share with people live what I like to do. I play with friends D&D, or I'm doing art, and like people can see how I grow. And like I personally have a very, very wholesome community. I luckily never got hate rated or got like a hater. I got like maybe a troll, but never got people that actually came to attack me, even though every day when I start streaming, I'm prepared that today is the day that everyone will turn against me. Haha! I'm prepared. You cannot surprise me when I surprise myself. No, but like this, like the atmosphere my community gives me, like even if just like one viewer comes by, just to say hi, and then just like dip again because they have to go to work, I know that they remembered me. And I say two things all the time when I stream. When someone new comes, I say, "Welcome to my little paradise. I hope you find some happiness here." Because I personally, like, I was saved by Naxtaku, and like I have people that come into my streams because they just like the vibes there and they feel my company comforting. So I just hope that people that maybe struggle like I do can like find a safe space where they can just enjoy themselves for a bit. And the second thing
I'm
is,
gonna tag him. I'm gonna do it.
the last thing. Okay, the last thing is I'm always saying, remember my little sparks. You're the reason I can shine, because I think streaming is like a group effort, and it's really so. Like I'm shining because people enjoy what I'm doing, and even though some streams don't bring the numbers as I hope to, other streams does, and still if one person is just there, I just feel like this one person had fun today. So that keeps me going.
I just like Ken's catchphrase because it is hilarious. I wish I would come up with it. Honestly, kind of feel like stealing it because it's so funny. Go ahead, tell them your catchphrase.
Which catchphrase is this? I've got a lot. Is it the I promise you nothing and deliver you?
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, that one. I promise you nothing and I deliver even less. It just like, set your expectation low, people.
Yeah, basically. But that's more me being like self-aware of the slop and trash. I enjoy reveling in like a nasty.
Honestly, out of all the people, even Maho, no offense Maho, but Ken, you have the most potential of any streamer that I've seen. I am not even kidding.
Yeah,
that's very, very sweet of you.
Yeah, like I met you just for like this short while, and you have like high energy, you sound fun, and like you give up a good vibe. Like I would probably and your clips, just like the like mentioning of your clips sound 10 times more fun than mine. So all power to you.
You guys gonna make me cry.
Oh, not cry, please.
Great, I can mark this video as drama.
Drama! VTuber makes each other cry.
Maho makes SharkTuber cry.
Tempting.
Oh my god. first time getting cancelled on Twitter.
No,
Um,
Maho does like drive on a really good point there with like the people being a big part of what keeps someone motivated. But I think it's also important, like there's obviously the extrinsic thing of like when people watch your videos, like I get a huge boost of when someone comes into my chat saying like, hey dude, I've been having an absolutely terrible day, like this has been one of the worst days of my life, but I turned on your stream and you being an absolute himbo idiot, you've managed to make me smile, you for that. That always gives me like, that makes me grin like a goddamn idiot every single time.
oh, there's
And
gonna
that
be a
will
lot of
always-
bleeping in post.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine. If I bleep, then you can bleep too.
Yeah, fair. So basically, that is something that will always give anyone a huge boost, and that's like always like a big motivator. But at the same time, it's important to have your own intrinsic passion and spark, where like even if I was streaming to 0 viewers every single goddamn day, I'd still be doing it because just my love for like the craft and my love for the games that I'm showing off. Like some of the stuff that I've streamed, like I streamed a game called Uppers. None of you listening to this right now will have heard of Uppers. It's a game that has like what 60 followers on Twitch, but I streamed it because it's something that I find cool and something that I have a lot of passion think is absolutely hilarious. Basically, like I'm out here doing stuff that nobody asked for, literally because I have so much passion and excitement to share it with the world. And it's, again, this has been mentioned a couple of times during this little podcast, is you have to make the content that you yourself would like to see in the world, because that's always something that will resonate. Because you as a person, like everyone listening to this, every single person, like everyone present here, everyone has their own interests, their own style, and their own intrinsic value, to the point where whatever you put out, whatever you're passionate about, there will be people who enjoy that and people who resonate with that. You don't have to force yourself to be somebody else. You don't have to like play the game or try and futz with the algorithm. You can just be you. And honestly, that is what will make people like resonate with you, and the people who find you, you will find will be a lot more like-minded.
Okay, this next question is going to be really hard, so I'll skip it if it's too much.
Ooh.
Have you ever thought about giving up?
Ken, do you want to start this time first? I don't want to take all the
Yeah, I
turns.
don't mind. I don't mind. No, honestly, like I have like the time of my life streaming. I have got so much like endless passion and excitement for just being able to stream, and like the fact that I get to feel so creatively fulfilled by doing the stupid stuff that I do and putting out whatever weird thing occurs to me is something incredible to me. And the fact that people even watch is another huge boost. So, like, the only time I've ever taken off of streaming has been because some weird IRL stuff happened and I ended up having to take a long hiatus. But like every single day that I was away from the go live button, I craved it like a crack addict craves the spoon. You know, like it's something that I love so goddamn much. So I don't know, quitting has never been something on my mind. There's been times when I felt like a little bit tired or burnt out, like in terms of being exhausted, not tired of making stuff, but just physically and mentally exhausted, where I've been like, okay, maybe I need to take it a bit easy for a couple weeks. So like I'd reduced my streaming hours and made it a bit more sustainable in the meantime. But fully quitting has never been a thought in my mind. And just I think that goes with the whole saying of when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, truly.
Ken over
obviously
here
it's
with the unfannable confidence, basically, just huge amount of confidence, just
Very
confidence.
attractive. Very attractive.
Unfortunately, someone got to him before us.
I am thoroughly captured.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine. I said it as an asexual. I just like I think you're very cool.
Oh,
No,
thank you. appreciate that.
I know now I'm not a new cool person. I'm surrounding
Yeah,
myself
hell yeah.
with cool people.
And that's another incredible thing about streaming. I have met so many goddamn cool people through streaming. I wouldn't know Paige if not for streaming. I wouldn't know my current fiance if not for streaming. Like, streaming
Ooh.
is an incredible way to connect. Like, just putting out content in general is you putting a part of yourself out into the world, and finding other people who resonate with that is something incredible, because you will get connected with so many incredibly cool people because of it. And that's another good reason not to quit,
Oh
basically.
yeah, like, I'm joking. Don't hit me, Paige. But I hate myself. But for some reason, only people that love me come to me. Like everyone I meet is screaming at me every time I say something bad about myself. It's
Because you're
hilarious.
cute, and it's a shame to hate yourself because you never did anything wrong to hate yourself. From my point of view, if you actually did something bad, you should feel bad. But if you were just alive and that's it, vibing, why should you hate yourself? You just didn't do anything, So it's just there is no reason to hate yourself, which is why I don't agree with you hating yourself. Do not hate yourself.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if multiple people are saying good things about you, why would they all be lying? You know?
Yeah, I know. Like
It's a conspiracy. It's a
Ah.
psyop.
it is I have the conspiracy theory that like Sunny wants to clone me. Like all my female friends are gay for me. All my male friends that are not taken want me. Like I'm doing something right, but I haven't figured out how to do that. Like on demand to do
You're
the
just
right thing
naturally
to
cute. Don't worry
myself.
about it.
That sounds
Okay.
like you need to Google what imposter syndrome is and how to combat it.
Yeah, I'm combating it every day. To the
Good.
question. Surprisingly, I never wanted to quit. I was giving up on a lot of things in my life, and not go into it. But I gave up a lot of things, and I was tired of giving up things that I actually enjoy. And no matter how tiring it is, no matter how long a break I need to take, because I'm not, I don't have the energy to do it. It never meant for me. I wanted to stop completely. And I was asked by my psychiatrist, like, if I see a future with this and if I want to continue it. And I told him that this is the sole thing that gives me life and reason to be. Like, even on a hard day, like, this is giving me a reason to get up, and it's giving me a reason to continue, and I enjoy every second of it. And even if the stream was difficult and hard and I was exhausted afterwards and I wanted to cry afterwards, it would never felt like I need to stop that. It just felt like I need a break and then I want to continue. I'm not doing 25-hour streams because I'm giving myself a deadline for no reason, and still, like, everyone screaming at me I should go to bed, and I just enjoy my time and vibe even though I'm tired.
Yeah, but you were stuck on Blender for 25 hours, so
Yeah.
That's such a mood. Like, accidentally, like, oops, I've spent an entire day streaming just because I've lost track of time and I've had too much fun.
it couldn't be me, because once I start hitting the 7-8 hour mark, I'm just not a human being you can like talk to.
Yeah,
So-
like every reason goes out the window.
I kind of,
Yeah, so-
not gonna lie, I kind of want to see Paige go in cape band mode. Just
Basically, yeah, no, it's not pretty. Let me
Okay.
see. One last question. This is the last one because the other ones were randomly answered. Randomly.
nice.
This one also half answered, but I want a more clear, concise answer. Has streaming impacted your life? Like before or after, and in what way? Basically, if it obviously it's good. I no longer need to ask that, but basically look at your life before streaming and now. Has it changed? Because for me, it has changed like 180 degrees, basically.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer this question first because I want to.
Yeah, please do.
Before I started streaming, I basically had like one friend that I talked daily, and other than that, it was basically nobody. I had some distant friends that I talked from time to time, but nothing like my friend. And then I started streaming, and then one thing led to another, and before I know it, I know so many people that one day doesn't go by without someone talking to me. Like, even if I don't talk to anyone, someone will reach out and say, hey, how are you doing? How are you vibing? And so on. I'm never truly, like, alone. And it has changed my life so much that I probably will never give up just because of the perks of knowing so many people. What about you guys?
Do you want to go first, Maho?
Well, I was like, like looking forward to your fiance story, but I can go first.
Maho's a sucker for that one good love story.
I love love stories. So what has changed? So I already had like a messed up sleep schedule. I'm not a morning person, so I just skip morning entirely and sleep through it and just like go to bed late. That is great for streaming because that and on the evening more people are awake.
I can do hashtag relatable too now.
For real.
For real, hashtag relatable. So now my sleep schedules are sometimes even more messed up than usual, but it's manageable. My IRL friends have now a harder time to, like meet up with me. I'm an introvert. It's always hard to meet up with me because I freaking don't want to leave the house. But but now there's like a friend that's messaging me asking about if we could meet for like exchanging Valentine's gifts. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm having a stream marathon week. I'm not really available this entire week. I'm sorry, dude. Can we meet next week or so? So like getting a hang of me IRL is a bit more tricky. But like my family supports me and they see how much I like bloom because of all of this, how I'm getting motivated. Because of streaming and pursuing art, I met like people that actually want to buy my art. What the fuck? What happened? And yeah, like I'm still an introvert and I still look every time forward when I can end a stream and just tell people that I go to bed for not going to bed and just for the next 2 hours read a manga so I don't have to talk to someone. But it doesn't change that I met like so many good people that see good things in me and don't judge me for literally loving this job. Like I have IRL friends that started to judge me. I had a class reunion that started to judge me for what I'm doing. And then I literally could come home and go to one of my best friends. She was live and literally start crying and she would just like comfort me and tell me that I'm doing great and that I'm still helping people with what I'm doing. So I met so many allies and friends. I figured out that I'm asexual thanks to streaming. Like it is a great atmosphere and I wouldn't give it away for anything.
Honestly,
Life turned
like
to the better.
the people at your like class reunion and stuff, they're probably a little bit jealous. Well, I do actually have an extra question for Maho. Like you mentioned that you're an introvert. Do you feel like streaming has allowed you to feel less introverted? Because I kind of bill myself as an introvert, but it's easier to be extroverted or like a bit less introverted or like more outgoing online.
Okay.
Like I feel like online communication's like the introvert's world almost.
Okay, so to be precise of being introverted, it's not like that I cannot talk to people. It's just it's draining my energy to talk to people.
Yeah.
So like I'm still a super bubbly person and I love to talk with people. I literally have to tell Paige to tell me to shut up because I cannot keep my mouth
It's
shut.
about how you recharge, right?
Yeah, I'm recharging by, not talking to people, not interacting with anyone, not chatting, and just be alone for a bit. That is how I recharge. But like that doesn't change that I don't enjoy interacting. I got like in my IRL life, I got even more outgoing if I have to talk to people because like streaming literally like nothing can be as exhausting to stream to have a full chat and have also friends that want to talk to you in the meantime in a voice chat. So now I can go out and like look as confident as ever because like I can at least fake the confidence now. I can look
I'm
like
sorry,
an extroverted person.
I'll never not imagine you just getting close to a McDonald's and be like, I'll have an um I'll
Oh.
have the burger. It's not gonna happen.
I get more than once I get asked what I ordered because no one could hear me because I talk so
Aw.
quietly.
I knew it. I knew it. I could smell you.
You could smell the fear and the insecurities.
I just have that
Okay.
vibe of, like getting like the quietest voice when you have to order stuff. But yeah, so
Meanwhile, I'm like leaning in and I listen and I go, "Hey, she wanted a Big Mac!"
She pickles.
Oh, be honest, Ken. It's your pretty little fiance that goes like, "Hey, he said no pickles."
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, she's the I'm gonna talk to a manager, and I'm like, no, you don't need to make a
No.
fuss. And she's like, I'm going.
You just say that and you put the fear in everyone watching.
Yeah, 100%.
Maho's already quivering. Okay, so
I could eat bird food and not tell anyone.
Oh no.
yeah, so tip of the day: if you're having problems being an introvert, try streaming.
Yeah, honestly, it does genuinely kind of help.
Yeah, so that is all the questions that I have for today. Some of them were answered, like in the meantime. And
Did Ken get a chance to, like talk more about how his life changed? He just asked me again.
no, Ken asked you another question, and it switched back to you. It was Ken's turn. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna ask a question, but I guess I can fit in Ken's answer if you want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
So okay, like before I was streaming or anything, I had just a terrible desk job at a company that I kind of hated, and I just it was very like yes sir, no sir, three bags full sir kind of thing, where like I just did the job that I had to do. I went home, kind of laid in my bed and rotted, and played video games, and watched content creators and stuff. And it was funny. The reason I started streaming was actually because a friend of mine at the company decided to start streaming. And he's like, hey, you know a lot about this stuff, right? Like, how do I do this? And I gave him all this advice. He's like, why the hell are you not streaming? You know so much about this and you're so funny. I'm like, you know what? Why am I not streaming? So I started and like everything changed. Like my entire life vibe just changed because finally I was able to like apply the amount of knowledge that I'd gathered over like ages to just channel all of my my completely unfulfilled creative energy into this thing that I was now doing. And it was incredible. Like it literally changed the entire vibe of my life because I was like a depressed little desk boy, and now I'm a funny anime man on the internet, and I love it.
Yeah, funny shark man.
Yeah,
Shark
and then
Man!
obviously like I met my fiance and stuff, so that's a pretty big change through streaming, which is kind of wild. And like my current friend group that I love to bits, like I am so ride or die for my pals in the vtubers, and basically like everybody else that I talk to as well. Like I do anything necessary to make you guys like happy or like give you guys advice whenever you're struggling, that kind of stuff. And that's the kind of stuff that I genuinely live for, and the kind of stuff that I wasn't getting before streaming. I've met so many cool people, and like all of that has continued to like improve and change my life, and I have streaming to thank for that, honestly.
All right. So, anything else before we end things?
Skate fast, eat. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I have to blip that now. You're getting cut, you know. I'm gonna cut you. This is the only.
Funny.
This is the only, like job where I can literally say I'm gonna cut you, and it doesn't sound like I'm trying to murder anyone.
Well, it's no different than normal. You always want me to die.
That's not true. Who am I? Who am I going to ask for my different, like ideas and projects and everything I can shove you into if you die?
That's me.
Oh, Maho's.
I need both of you. I never have enough. I'm a witch. I'm greedy.
Read something good.
In measure. Everything is
In
good in measure. Except jealousy, maybe. So that is all we have for today. Unfortunately, I held you guys way too long, but you have been a chatterbox, which is very awesome. Exactly as I planned. I'm doing it like the yes thing.
I'm sorry.
Maybe I should rebrand to being a narwhal because I'm long in the tooth. Ah! That's a clean joke you can use, right?
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
You're so punny. I love it.
Yes,
Hey!
so do consider following both Kenarashi and Monochrome Joker. They are very good streamers, and I guarantee you will get your fair share of entertainment one way or another. Both of them are pretty bullyable.
Bottom, and I'm proud.
Totally follow Page to Mage too.
Yeah. Paige, I want to say something. Please.
Okay, say something.
Okay. So I have this friend. Her name is Paige the Mage. She's incredibly awesome. And even though she sometimes gets a little bit confrontative when she's like having an opinion, and her opinions sometimes are super strong, but I love when she's, showing her passion, or not passion, but still passionate takes on things. And you definitely should watch her streams, watch her videos at least 5 times, like loop them in the background. She deserves it.
I have like, at this point, I think I have years of content. Don't do that, you might die. But do consider subscribing, liking, commenting. Commenting and subscribing helps much better than liking, so do consider that. And follow me on Twitch. And also, if you must do it, follow me on Twitter, but you'll have to look for it because I'm not gonna tell you.
Paige Orphy! Paige the Mage Orphy!
Yeah,
I'm
Paige
telling you.
Orphy. It's Orphy because I couldn't actually squeeze in official. I had like a character limit, so it's Paige Orphy. Which you know what? You know what? It's I love it. It's just nobody's gonna be Paige Orphy. It's just me.
Yeah. You're at least not Joker Monochrome, because there's an alcohol brand named after you and after your title.
There's like a random Japanese dude who has tweeted once in 2017 squatting on the goddamn name Kenarashi, and it absolutely rages me every time I think about it.
Yeah, so that's about it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. I will be doing this every hopefully 2 weeks. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye bye.
Have a good night.